And welcome back to the Becoming Table Talk, the space where we talk honestly about leadership, identity, and what it takes to show up with clarity, confidence, and connection, especially when protecting your peace feels like a risk.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Shawn Anderson, a recreational therapist and empowering coach. I work with women who are learning how to honor their needs without feeling that they're failing someone else. Woohoo!
Hey y'all, I'm Crystal. I'm an occupational therapist and creative strategist, and I love helping women build careers that work for them instead of draining them.
And I'm Dr. Laryssa. I'm a therapist, leadership coach, and one of the co-founders of Sisters in Healing. One is missing today. Sorry. We miss you, Latrice.
Yes,
But
we
she'll be
do.
back. But
Yes.
we created this space because leadership does not mean self-sacrifice. And success should not require burnout. Let's talk about it. Let's be real. Let's get into today's conversation. Today, we're talking about boundaries, not the cute Instagram version, not the just say no version, but the real version, the one that makes you uncomfortable. You hear me? The
Yes.
one that shifts dynamics. It's the one that
Yes.
changes how people will relate to you. Many BIPOC women, we were taught that we need to be accommodating, that we need to be dependable, we need to always be available, we need to always be grateful. So when we finally say no, when we finally pause, when we finally redirect, guess what comes?
Mm-hmm.
Guilt, fear,
Mm-hmm.
anxiousness,
Mm-hmm.
exposed. I feel exposed. So today, we're going to talk about it. Why boundaries are leadership work, why guilt shows up when you prioritize yourself, and how to set boundaries without explaining your whole life story. You ain't got to tell all the, well, then this happened, and then that happened, and then this. And it's
Yeah.
just, I'm not able to attend. How to hold the line when people don't like your new you, because boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about protecting what matters for
Yes.
you.
Absolutely.
That's what this is about. So let's be clear. Boundaries are not personal preferences. They are the leadership infrastructure. So Shawn, what happens when people lead without limits?
First of all, I'm excited about this particular talk. First, their nervous system never rests. It's just constantly on alarm. Their body stays braced as if they're ready for battle all the time. Their mind stays alert, just, one thought after another, just all over the place. Their spirit stays tired. I hope you felt that, ladies. When
We
your
did.
spirit
Mhm.
when it stays tired. When women don't set boundaries, the body pays the price.
Indeed.
You get headaches, you suffer with insomnia, irritability, and burnout. The body keeps the score when leadership becomes self neglect. Let me say that one more time so you can write it down. The body keeps the score when leadership becomes self neglect.
We ain't trying to call you out. We just
Right.
saying. We just
But
saying.
it's where
Write that down. And then in that professional setting, when you lack boundaries, those roles begin to blur, right?
they do.
And then the people don't know what you're responsible for. And then the people don't know what you'll accept. And then people start assuming that they have unlimited access.
And
Say
don't think
that part. Have you how many like they just keep calling me. They call me even after I said that. Why they keep calling? Because you keep answering.
Uh-huh.
right.
Okay,
That
I'm
part.
sorry.
And you
I'm
didn't
sorry.
put that phone on Do Not Disturb at 9 p.m. until 8 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't get to
Yeah.
work till 8, so
Mhm.
sorry. If
Yes.
it's not an emergency, you ain't getting through.
Period.
So boundaries, they don't confuse leadership. They clarify it.
Yes, he do.
And then we talked about that professional part, but let's think about in organizations.
Mhm.
When you have unclear boundaries, you're creating chaos. Everything becomes urgent. Everything becomes your problem. And everything becomes everybody else's fault, right?
That's right.
Yeah. When leaders don't define their roles, others will define it for them.
Period.
Usually in ways that overwork.
Mhm.
Yeah. So if you're like, they must not know what I do, or this is some clarify.
Mhm.
Like, you become clear, and so then you can clarify and define it for them. Because
That's right.
boundaries will protect your decision making. It
Mhm.
will protect your energy. It will also protect your reputation. It will
Mhm.
tell people how to treat you. And when you don't speak them, the system will write its own story of who you are as a leader or who you're not as a leader, right?
Mhm.
What their perception of your non-leadership will be. It will write it itself. So
Mm.
that's not what we want. So
Reintroduce yourself is what you're saying?
uh,
Mhm.
yes, I was
Mhm.
getting ready to try to do the Jay-Z thing, but I got lost.
Okay.
It's
All right.
okay.
One
It's
more time for the
okay.
people in the back. Ready?
Mhm.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My
Yeah,
name
My
is
that's
name
it.
is.
That part.
That's what was popping in my head. Like, I'm ready. I'm
Ooh.
ready. Push the button.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So, earlier we were talking about guilt. So let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's dig in. So Shawn, tell us, like, where does the guilt come from?
Well, first of all, guilt will show up when safety is used to depend on compliance.
Hmm.
Did you hear me?
Okay.
When safety is used to depend on compliance.
Mm-hmm.
When being good meant being easy. She's a pushover. She's good. When love felt conditional. When approval came from over giving. Oh, I like her. She goes above and beyond.
Uh-huh.
So when you finally say, I can't, or better, I won't, your nervous system hears alarms saying, danger, danger, danger. But you're not in danger, ladies. Where you are is in growth.
And we've always been taught that setting boundaries is selfish. But what's selfish is expecting someone to burn out quietly so
Mm.
others can stay comfortable.
Mhm.
Boundaries don't harm systems, they actually restore them honestly from inside, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then some people benefit from you having none.
Say
Ugh.
Yeah.
it,
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
girl.
If you can't say
Yeah.
amen, sell ouch.
Hey,
Let's
you hear
be
that?
honest.
Click the mic. Okay.
It's so
Let's
true.
let's be honest though. Like
Yes.
when you change the rules, the beneficiaries feel the shift, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting everything that I was given. You don't
Mm-hmm.
deserve that. I was giving
Mm-hmm.
you way more than you needed. And then you're like, oh well, wait a minute, why'd you stop?
Right.
Not everyone will celebrate your strength.
Yeah.
Some people will test it,
Mhm.
and it doesn't
Mm.
mean that you're wrong. It means something is changing.
Yes. Evolution,
Yeah.
transition.
Hello.
Something about that. Oh, that people benefit from you not having boundaries, right? And I think that that can also get mixed up with, oh, they like me. These are my friends, or they really care about me. They really, nah, they're just benefiting from you not being able to say no.
Right. Oh, they think I'm the only one that can do this. No, they
Right.
don't.
That part. That's the one right
Yes.
there. That's it right there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so growth will disrupt dynamics,
That's right.
especially in systems that are built on being able to have access to you, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
One of the hardest things for women to unlearn is justification. Why do
Yeah.
we explain ourselves, like over explain ourselves so much? Why do we do that?
We do that because we learned. We learned how to do that. It's necessary for people to clearly understand who you are. Really? Is it though? Okay. No, wasn't enough. We had to soften it, put a little love on it, a little extra padding, apologize for it.
Hurt your feelings.
So now we say with our chest, I'm sorry, but I wish I could, girl, but I can't. It's just that simple for me. Or flat out, no, a boundary doesn't need a biography. I
Yeah.
told you no because, the fish ran away with the duck, or, the cat jumped over the moon, whatever you want to come up with. You don't have to give them a biography. Just say no.
Daughter's
Right.
got a test. She's got, they have
Mm-hmm.
exams this week, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
husband said, and then
Mm-hmm.
partner said, and
Uh-huh.
I gotta girl, I gotta cook,
Yes.
I gotta clean.
Guess what? No.
Period.
No, it's
Yeah,
simple, and
yeah,
simple is powerful.
yeah.
How about that?
So no, that doesn't work for me.
Mm-mm.
No,
Nope.
I'm not available for that.
Mhm,
No, I'm not gonna
mhm,
take that on.
mhm,
No, but I can revisit that later. You're
mhm.
not rude, you're clear.
And ooh, just had me so excited, I was getting ready to get off track.
Like,
And
no,
so you already know when your body starts to feel shaky at first because you're like, oh my God, how am I going to set a boundary after I've allowed this to go on forever, ever?
Yeah.
You're going to get nervous. You're going to start feeling really anxious and shaky. But once you get grip of it, that's not danger now. No, that's unfamiliar power that's surging through your body. Catch that and stay
Yeah.
with that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your nervous system will learn that you can survive saying no and still be safe.
Yeah. I wanna, if we could, like, just go back. Crystal, if you don't mind, if you would go back to what you were saying about, like, those phrases that you gave, because I think like we were talking about earlier when we don't have it was in another episode, we were talking about not having the language and not knowing what to say, and I think the phrases that you used are good phrases for people. So, where's your paper and pen, your notebook, so you can write these down. These are some starter phrases for you to be able to set your boundaries.
those
Yeah.
simple, 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 yet powerful phrases. Remember?
Hmm.
All right, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
go for 'em one more time. You ready?
Uh-huh.
No, that won't work for me. No, I'm not available for that.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm not taking that on.
Uh-huh.
And you ready for this last one?
I'm ready.
No, but I'm willing to revisit that later.
Ooh, I
Mhm.
felt that one.
Yeah, yeah. These are
Hmm.
just some starter phrases and until you
Hmm.
come up with your own, like, just
Hmm.
try them out. Try a couple of them. It may feel a little uncertain because it's new, it's different, right? But you gotta start somewhere. And
Yes.
understand that whatever the other's reaction is, it's all about them. It's
Yeah.
because they were trying to get a need that they had met.
Yeah.
And guess what you're doing? You're trying to get your need met. And so who's more important in that moment?
Hmm.
I'll wait. Okay. So clarity is kindness, and boundaries spoken once are often tested many times. This is what I'm talking about,
Hmm.
is that it's not failure, it's reinforcement for when you are saying, "N- at this time, I am not able to do it.
Right.
At this time, I choose not to participate."
Hmm.
Right?
Hmm.
Point blank period.
Period.
That is it. If
Hmm.
there's any kind of emotional response that happens on the other end, know, remember, and understand that that is all about them. It has nothing to do with you. If I gotta choose, I'm
Mm,
choosing me all day long.
mm, mm,
Okay? So let's talk about what happens after you set the boundary.
mhm.
People may ignore it. They just might challenge it. They might minimize it. They may guilt you. They may test you. And then what?
The then what is consistency from you, right? And you're
Say it
not going to
again.
have it on a day, okay, I'm having a bad day, I'm setting a boundary. No, every day I'm setting a boundary, period. There's not going to be any arguments. You don't have to debate your boundary, right? Well, I'm setting this boundary because, well, you don't think I need to do this or that or a third, but no,
Shawn,
I've set the
no.
boundary. I'm done.
No, Shawn.
Right. You repeat it. Repeat it as often as you need to for them to hear it. I already stated what I am able to do with clarity. That still doesn't work for me. My answer hasn't changed. That's my favorite one.
Okay, because
My answer hasn't changed.
I don't have to convince you to go with my boundaries,
Okay?
right?
Right.
Because they require that clarity and a follow through.
Mm-hmm. And because if you haven't noticed, this is hitting home for us, right? So if someone becomes punitive when you advocate for yourself, that's information.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Not about your worth, it's about the safety of that environment.
Yeah. That's like noticing in the previous episode, we were talking about community,
Mhm,
right? And being able to notice your body and how is your body responding to the environment. And so, not about your worth, but let me is this environment safe even
mhm,
for me
mhm,
to be able to exercise what is necessary for myself? Because the boundaries, they're going to reveal the systems.
Yes, they are.
Some will adjust, some resist, and then some will expose themselves. And all of that is still useful information. It's necessary information. And
Yeah.
so we're rounding the bend, we're rounding the corner. So let's bring this home. Boundaries are not rejection. They are actually giving you some direction.
Absolutely. And your nervous system, it deserves safety too.
But your leadership deserves respect, and your
Mhm.
life deserves room to breathe.
Absolutely.
I swear I was trying to stay focused. I'm listening to what y'all saying. I was like, are we talking about leadership or are we talking about life?
How about a
All of
combination of
it.
the two?
Yeah. So as always, we are so grateful that you tune in to us, and we just thank you for joining us at the Becoming Table Talk. Say no when you need to,
Mm,
pause when you must, protect what matters. When we in a knife fight, who's
mm,
coming first?
mm.
I'm choosing me all day
Choosing
long,
me all
right?
day.
So your
All day.
leadership is not proven through sacrifice. It is sustained through your clarity. So remember this. Lean in. Your seat is always saved right here at the Becoming Table Talk. We will see you next time.
Bye,
Thank
ladies.
you.
Bye, everyone.